Welcome back to Wave 3 Listens Live. You know, it's a good day to have professionals on this show. We've been talking about bariatric surgery, and by the way, we have more of those phone calls coming up. But today is the perfect day to have an expert on when it comes to waterproofing your house. If you've got a leak, you need it to be bone dry. So with bone dry waterproofing, we have with us now today Mr. Jim Clark. Jim, welcome to the show. Perfect day for you to be on.
We couldn't have planned this any better.
It is. I tell you what, I got up this morning and it was pouring buckets out there. And the first thing I think, because I've had water in my basement before, is I go, oh my goodness, I've got to check the basement. Maybe you can tell some of our viewers, what kind of signs should people look for on a day like today? Well, is it a smell? Should you go around and look at the walls? Or you tell me, Jim.
Right off the bat, it's obvious. If you walk down into your basement, you notice water running across the floor, obviously you got a problem. Some of the other signs that you're going to run into is mold, mildew, musty smell. Those are going to be the obvious signs that come up into the house, and that it's just so simple when it comes to this. It sticks out.
I've got to tell you, I love your name, Bone Dry Waterproofing. What kind of things can you do now? Do you go in? How do you seal a basement? I'm curious because when you've used your service, obviously you guys guarantee the work. You come on in, make sure it's done. What kind of methods do you use, Jim?
Well, that's the good thing about this. We're one of the few companies that actually treats the problem from the outside. We're not coming in, patching it from the inside, walking away, and you're still going to end up with a musty, moldy, mildew smell. So we're dealing with this from the outside, and we're looking at 15, 20 years down the road.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you guys aren't in for the short term. You're in there and say, let's make sure this is right and done correctly.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Come into a home and throw a patch up and walk away, and 2 to 3 years, you're going to notice the moldy, musty smell, and you know, that's always going to be there, and that's not what we're looking to accomplish here.
All right. Once again, the name of the company is Bone Dry Waterproofing. Now, they're on your screen. Thank you very much. Bone Dry Waterproofing. Jim, are you going to answer these calls, my man?
Yes, I will.
All right, he will answer. There's a phone number right there as well as a website. And believe me, today may be the day. I hate to break the news to you, but if you haven't visited your basement, you might want to do that because you want it to be bone dry and you may have that musty smell and a little moisture there. So Jim Clark is the man to see. Jim, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more of your calls. We're going to talk more about bariatric surgery at Norton Healthcare on Wave 3 Listens Live.